Hey everyone, Ryan here, or I guess I should say the name of the channel, SReaperG. If you follow the channel, you know we talk about Mass Effect a lot. Probably too much, or maybe just enough. Subscribe if nothing else but to feed my unhealthy obsession with this series, or maybe you hate this content and think that you can fix me. I don't know if you can, but stay tuned to find out. Ever since Legendary Edition, it's been exciting to see everyone excited about Mass Effect again. And the good news, as we learned just yesterday, that is translating into sales. We learned yesterday via Jeff Grubb of VentureBeat, among many other publications, that during an earnings call that CEO of EA, Andrew Wilson, said the launch of Mass Effect Legendary Edition reignited passionate fans around the world. EA Chief Executive Officer Andrew Wilson said on an investor call, and it drove sound performance that was well above our expectations. That is fantastic news, and I really am excited and hope that makes it clear, abundantly clear to EA, that they don't need to chase trends or force BioWare to include live service or multiplayer elements into their RPG games. In fact, I would say the fact that it did this well without Mass Effect 3's multiplayer included in the package speaks to that very reality. Of course, we don't know the actual numbers, but this remaster clearly was a success. Fans wanted it for a number of years, including myself. We learned months ago, of course, that EA was considering those types of elements, live service elements, for the next Dragon Age and Mass Effect games, but decided not to pursue those live elements. Mass Effect's success should also help provide evidence that EA and BioWare are making the right decision when it comes to the structure of its next games. EA was considering focusing on multiplayer and live service mechanics for Dragon Age 4, according to a Bloomberg story from Jason Schreier, but EA abandoned that in favor of a more traditional style single-player RPG. That's something that I can independently corroborate according to a source familiar with the studio. We can also attribute this to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order being such a massive success for EA. It proved to them that there is still room for single-player only games in their catalog. We talked about this a bit in my Dead Space video, how I'm not exactly an EA fan, and we could talk about how some of what they're doing with FIFA and the whole pricing model is a little predatory, but I think when it comes to these single-player games like a Dead Space or Dragon Age or Mass Effect or a sequel to Fallen Order, they seem to be taking the right path. The other thing that I think we should point out here is that we likely won't see Mass Effect again for another few years with Mass Effect 4 or 5 or whatever it's going to be called. So hopefully this keeps the fans engaged for long enough for that to be reflected as we learn more about the direction of the new game. Worth noting, I think we should accept that the BioWare making the new Mass Effect and Dragon Age games is not the same ones that made Dragon Age Origins and the Mass Effect trilogy. They still deserve a chance, and that's not to say that they won't be good games and everyone deserves a chance, but it's not going to be the same as if they still had the same teams from years ago. Now personally, I hope and believe BioWare still has that capacity to surprise and awe us, so I'm definitely excited to hear more, and of course you know we're going to be covering those games right from the start. Until then, obviously, as long as there's interest for it, I'll probably keep doing more Mass Effect content and keep the discussion going on all things Mass Effect, and of course we'll do other games as well. I hope you'll consider supporting the channel with a subscription. It really helps a lot and I do appreciate it. And of course, let me know what you think below. Thanks for listening to this little quick news video, and I'll talk to you all soon.